Hi, and welcome to Travel Agent Solutions. I'm Anirudh, and in this video, I will walk you through our latest updates on the Travel Management System 3.0. We will explore its features and learn how to use the platform effectively. Let's log into the system, TMS 3.0. Once you're logged in to the system, you will have multiple options on the left side to manage your company, quotations and vouchers. Manage the master data, checklist, clients, destinations, hotels, and packages. Apart from it, you will have options to manage your payment methods, your pro forma invoices, sales invoices, seller expense accounts, services that you offer, taxes. You will also have an option to add the transactions in and out. You will have an option to manage notes. You will have an option to manage orders, whatever orders that you have given to travel management system, like your invoices, and then you will have an option to add users to your travel management system. Let's start with the client section. Under the master data, you will have an option to manage your clients. It's a quick process. You can click on new client, enter the name like Sachin. You can assign any of the team members from your account. It's optional to add the phone number as well. You can enter the email address for the client as well. Similarly, you have an option to add the company details for the invoices part. You can add the company name, tax number, address, city, state, country. And then you can also have an option to add additional notes to the clients. Plus, this also brings us to a very unique option where you can add all the passengers or the packs associated with this particular client. So, if in case Sachin uh, travels with you and these are his details, and you can manage the passport number and the passport expiry, and you can also add more clients, more of his passengers here. This will help you out in while building uh, vouchers for while where you are offering flight packages to this particular client. Let's create this client. So what happens basically is once the client is added over here, we can easily create quotations for the client as well. Let me click on the quotations and I'll give you a quick overview how the quotations look like. Once a quotation is generated, it looks like this. On the top, your company details would be coming and your logo and a small introduction part, and it would be followed with all the details of the package. And you can easily customize these details, your company details and your logo. You simply need to go to the Manage Company section over here and click on your company. And here you can update your travel agency name, Demo Travel Agency. You can update your GST, address, city details. And here you have an option to add in small section about your company, your bank account details. Your bank account details would be coming on your invoices, and this about your company would be coming on your vouchers. And alongside this, terms and conditions would also be coming on the vouchers. Similarly, we have a transport policy and a hotel policy. Plus, here we have an option to update our logo, and we have an option to update the brand color, and we have an option to add the currency for the invoices and the vouchers. Simply, we can make any changes to the company section, and it would be reflected on all the quotations and the vouchers. Let's go back to the let's save this. Any part of this can be if we make any changes, we can press Control S on Windows and Command S on Mac to make sure the changes are saved. Once I click on Command S on my Mac, it gives me a notification that all the changes are saved. So while we are creating a quotation, we simply need to click on new quotation mark. And here we can select the client, or we can also create a new client from here by clicking this plus button. And let's go to select client. I'll select Sachin that we just created. Then we have an option to select the travel date. Let's put it as December 25th. The destination we can select number of adults 2, number of children 0. Status of this is pending. We can upload an image to it, and we can also create a voucher for this confirmation voucher. We will discuss this later. Then we can select the number of passengers that are traveling with the client, and let's add a price to this quotation. Let's suppose they're going to Bali and they're having a cost of 90,000 for adult, and so it automatically calculates the total price, and we put a discount of 7,500 over here, and the payment status is pending. And we have an option to show or hide price on the quotations because some of the travel agents prefer to show prices and some of the travel agents don't prefer to show prices. And then here we can add the description, inclusions, exclusions, and additional notes and the terms for this particular quotation. One important part over here is that we have integrated artificial intelligence into our system, and with the help of AI, you can write itineraries for this particular destination. And this might be the ideal case to do for while you're offering a quotation, but it might help you in the small things like list 5 nights itinerary for Bali. I click here, I learn on run. Now, when I clicked on the run, it gave me a proper itinerary. Like the day one is arrival in Bali. We can, of course, bold the titles, and it gives us quick itinerary that might come handy on multiple situations. And similarly, we have an option to add inclusions and exclusions. It's up to us. We can copy and paste from any location, and we can also write them manually or as per our complete details, as per our own wish or the client's requirement. Similarly, we have an option to add the hotels if we want to add them, like if we have any hotels who are pre-added to our system, or we can simply remove the hotel part. Or if you're offering hotels, we can add the hotels part. We can select the hotel name. We can select the room name. We can add the price is automatically coming, and we can add modify the price as well, number of rooms, the check-in date and the checkout date. And if the client is going for multiple uh, hotels, we can add multiple hotels as well. And similarly, we have an option to add flight. If you want to add the complete flight details, we can. And if you want to eliminate it, we can eliminate and just simply click on create. Once the quotation is created, you see multiple options over here. Like this is the software is basically built for the quotations, for the operations part. And for the operations, we have added this quotation checklist over here. Like when your team is working on one particular client and they need to follow a certain set of checklist. This is really the best, one of the best features of Travel Management System 3.0. Like if in case let's first go towards how the invoice how this quotation looks like, and then we will come back to this checklist part. Let's see the PDF part. This is how the quotation looks like, and the quotation number and all those stuff. The inclusions are here, the itinerary is mentioned here, and the adult pricing is mentioned here, the discount and the final price. You can also add an image to this particular design. And let me click. Let me see if I have any image over here with me. Uh, it's definitely not Bali, but we can just use it. Once the image is uploaded, I'll press Control S or Command S, depending upon my system. Let's refresh it, and now we can see the image as well on this quotation. And this actually saves a lot of time for the team, and it's a super fast process to create quotations, and it comes with all the company terms and conditions, and it's a complete watermark design. I'll share a PDF on the website so you guys can have a look what it's going to look like, and it's a very quick, fast process. The other best thing about this quotations is the quotation checklist, and it's again completely customizable. You can have your own checklist over here, and it falls under this checklist part. And here we have the quotations checklist. You can create you can add or update any of these systems over here, and it would reflect on the quotations. So basically, what we have done is we have realized that almost all travel agencies face operation challenges where the team is you need to guide your team to follow a certain checklist, and most of the times, or sometimes, depending upon the different situations, these checklists gets ignored, and people and the client suffer from that. The travel agencies actually suffer from that, and it creates a little friction between the client. Or so basically, we have created a simple checklist pattern. So whenever you have a new project and whenever you have a new lead, your team needs to follow this particular checklist. And when if somebody gets a new lead and if somebody has introduced the company and all these checklists are done, he simply needs to click on update that the status is updated. And when uh, the second part of this is done, like understanding the client needs, like for every project, you need to ask about the purpose of the travel, determine the number of travels, or clarify the preferred dates, and all those things. Whenever these statuses are updated, and you click on save, you will see under the quotations part, it says uh, on this particular quotation, two of the seven checklist has been completed. Like still the five pointers are left into this particular checklist. Similarly, it gives a brief idea of how the team is working and what's left from the client part. And similarly, we have operations and the accounts checklist as well. So whenever the if the client confirms for this quotation and you create a voucher for this and you click on save changes, let me refresh. Under the operations part, now we have different checklists that are related to the operations of this particular quotation, like vendor selections, vendor booking confirmation, the documentation part for this booking. Then we have vendor payments. Then we have pre-trip vendor confirmations. And then we have the post-trip vendor follow-ups for the remaining payments, if any. So again, we have a accounts checklist that this checklist that needs to be followed with the accounting team. And these are all the things that any travel agency needs to do in order to manage the accounting part, like confirm the client's billing details, the GS number, span, etc. And this goes for the invoice preparation, and then all the communications that the accounting team needs to have with the client. Once done, the accounting team needs to press the status as okay, that it's done, and similarly for the payment tracking. So this helps the travel agencies to make sure that all the quotations are done perfectly fine, and you have an option to see how many checklists have been completed. So here now, once it shows that the 6 of the 18 checklists have been marked as uh, done, and 12 of them are pending. So, like in this particular case, if there are only two checklists, so it says two of two are done. So when the bosses or the manager who are looking at this screen, the quotation screen or the voucher screen, they can simply see, okay, this is done and this is pending. So you guys have an overview of what's happening into each booking. And all these checklists that are coming over here, those for the quotations and the operations and the accounts parts, can, can be managed from this checklist part, and it's very easy and simple to manage all these informations. And basically, every checklist, see, the checklist depends would be different for each of the company. So you have complete flexibility to modify the quotations and operations in the accounts checklist. All of the clients that are using our checklist features uh, have been saying that this has really helped them to scale up their operations and reduce the stress over the minds, because this is after the sale is completed, this is the second part where the people needs to, provide service. Travel agencies needs to provide service to the clients, and a perfect checklist system helps them to make sure that that the client service is given to the best possible ways. Apart from it, there are many different options for this particular quotation to, like, you need to or you need to manage your destinations. You can create your hotels, and it's all these are very fast processes. You can add the hotel name, the details, you can add the address, attractions, notes, you can add multiple rooms into the hotel as well. And there's an option of adding packages in case if you're offering packages, ready-made packages to multiple clients. Then, apart from this, for the accounts feature, we have the payment methods, we have the performa invoices. You can click on the PDF to view the invoice, and it will have all the information necessary. Similarly, you have sale invoices. You can view on the download PDF to see the sales invoice and with the GST part, and the status is paid. Similarly, we have the seller expense account. Then we have a services, which services we are offering. Then we have the taxes part, like the GST part that you need to implement. We also have a good option to create transactions over here. Like we can record incoming and outgoing transactions. Like if we have a money in, uh, we can select the bank. We can add the amount. We can select the client. We can add the status as paid, and we can add any notes as well. Let me clear this inward transaction. And similarly, we can also create an outward transactions. So if I click on money out, I enter the amount, I select the mm, payment method, and then here we have the sellers for the money out. We can set the status and we can create. Now, when I go to the transactions, we have an option to filter all these records. We can filter all the inward transactions. So now we are only getting the inward transactions. Similarly, we have option to filter via clients, sellers, payment methods, and the date created and created dates. Similarly, we have one more option to add notes, and it's any kind of notes that you want to publish on the PDF, like offer letters and all. You can simply publish them on the PDF. And then we have the users tab to create new users that you want for your system. And you will get users on the basis of the plan that you have opt for. You might have 2 users, 10 users, or 200 users. We have different prices for the users part. Let's understand how you can buy this particular situation. If you want to go for the tool, so sorry, you open our website travelagentsolutions.org. I'll also add a register link over here, and this is the pricing part. And for the travel management system, it starts with 6,600 rupees for 2 users per year. And you can also opt for 30,000 rupees plan for 10 years. It totally depends on what suits best to you. So the basic difference in all these plans is like what plan suits you best will be basically on the number of users that you're looking for. And if your team requires 2 users, you can go with the starter plan. Sorry. So if your team needs, so if you have a team of 5 to 10 users, you can go for the team plan. And again, it's up to you to go for a yearly or a 10 years plan. Again, then we have an expansion plan for users for the team between 20. And then again, for the professional plan for users around 50 users. And then we have an unlimited plan for 200 users. And we have the pricing for this mentioned over here. Also, if you want to go for a self-hosted plan, you can buy it for a one time and host it on your own server. To buy any of these plans, you simply need to click on the buy yearly or the buy lifetime plan. You click on the buy yearly, and here you would be redirected towards the register page where you need to add your name, email address, company name, phone number, password, confirm password. The amount to pay is automatically coming. You have selected a team plan with 10 users in yearly term. Discounted price is this with 18% GST. Again, if you want to change the price, you can click over here and go for the lifetime version. Lifetime version. Uh, Thank you very much for watching this video. In case if you have any questions on any doubts, feel free to call us on the number is mentioned below 9812430938, and you can also visit our website travelagentsolutions.org for more details. If you want to go for if you want to check for an demo account, feel free to call us and create a we will share the demo login details with you. Again, thank you very much for watching this video. Have a great day.